What is going on, Jet fans? Matt O'Leary back with another video. Today we got a report from Ian Rapoport talking about Aaron Glenn and Aaron Rodgers and how a return may be happening in 2025. So the New York Jets hired Aaron Glenn this week, and according to Ian Rapoport, Aaron Glenn wants Aaron Rodgers back.
New York Jets also hired a head coach, Aaron Glenn, one of their former superstars. He is now their head coach. They also have a quarterback decision. Aaron Rodgers has been very clear. The decision about whether he comes back will be up to the new head coach and the new general manager. Aaron Glenn, to my understanding, is open to it. Rodgers as well. Expect those conversations to ramp up, Rich, in the coming week.
Not only is it Aaron Glenn who has interest in Aaron Rodgers returning, but apparently there's interest in from Rodgers' side as well, coming back to play for the New York Jets in 2025. Yesterday, in a video that I made, I was talking about if Aaron Rodgers were to come back, some things that needs to happen. And one of the big ones was, well, a couple of big ones, the pay cut, which I think is obvious. And then whoever the offensive coordinator is, Rodgers got to be willing to run their offense and make any necessary changes. I know it was very, comfortable for Aaron Rodgers the last couple of years, and, with Nathaniel Hackett and then Alan Lazard, and then they bring in Devontae Adams, and, on and on we go. But it might have to get to a point where Aaron Rodgers is going to, have to take a step out of his comfort zone. He's a veteran quarterback at 41 years old. So it's going to be TBD on what happens here, but it seems like there's interest on both sides. So we'll keep an eye out for this because that's a huge storyline going into the offseason for the New York Jets. Obviously figuring out who the GM and the head coach was going to be, as well as, draft picks and free agency. But the quarterback situation is one that has been talked about a lot during the season, at the end of the season. Rodgers got to decide if he wants to come back and play or not. But at least at this current moment, it feels like there's mutual interest on both sides. Now, what about the general manager, new general manager Darren Muji, and what he wants? And hard to tell. So it was very well known that the Broncos had interest in Aaron Rodgers going back to 2022, so much so that they hired Nathaniel Hackett as their head coach. They ended up not trading for Aaron Rodgers. Rodgers played one more year in Green Bay before he would get traded to the New York Jets in 2023. They end up with Russell Wilson. Things go very, very poorly for Nathaniel Hackett, who gets fired instantaneously. Russell Wilson is 2 years and out. He this past year plays for the Pittsburgh Steelers. But I'm kind of curious how much Darren Muji was in on Aaron Rodgers and if that was really their plan A. There's no way to know because he was just, an assistant GM at the time. So he's not the tip top making the decisions as a general manager. So we don't know how he would do things differently, or if he would do things the same way, and what mistakes are on him, and what decisions he makes. We'll find all that out very soon for the New York Jets in 2025. But I would imagine that from his perspective, I could see him being in on Aaron Rodgers, trying to make a statement in year one. You can make the case that Aaron Rodgers gives them the best chance to win short term, this year in comparison to a Tyrod Taylor, a Jordan Travis, or some other veteran quarterback. I'm very curious to see how this shakes out. Again, this is just as of now. Things could change. Maybe, a week from now, Aaron Rodgers, wants to retire instead. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm sure on Monday, so tomorrow, during the press conference, we'll get a lot of answers. I'm excited to hear everyone's thoughts, both Muji and Aaron Glenn, on Rodgers and just the future of this team and everything that comes with it. I'm very excited for Monday. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments on this subject. I'm Matt O'Leary, and I'll catch you next time.